So just double checking that you have, if you've found any pain or tension in your knees or hips, then that you have two mats and a blanket and a block. Good morning. I have my one studio member here. Love, do you want your blanket? So you have a prop for your knees. Cool. I've been getting lots of great questions about this sequence physically. You know, if this is happening, what do I do if this is happening? And one of the things that this is showing us, this set in particular, because it is so physical, is the way in which we have created a modern Western body that's very good at particular motions, and then that settles into particular postures. And so if you think that we spend most of our time sort of going in a linear fashion and sitting down and standing up, that much of what we're doing in some of these bigger gestures or jumping in and out, we have the opportunity to change the familiarity we have with our movement. So as I age, I may slow down and my feet are closer to the ground, and everything about my mobility is slowing. Everything about the slower mobility is dropping me, right? And so if we're getting older, one of the things that Kundalini is very interested in is our longevity, and a very active longevity and a very strong sense of vitality. Because the vitality that we have in our physical body is the vitality that we have in our lives. So in our shoulders, my example is always, you want to be excited and this looks like excitement? Yay. Or do you want to be able to go like this, right? When I'm 82, I'm going to have a party because I will have opened my shoulder girdle from now until then. Because if this is what excitement looks like, because you've locked up your muscles over so long, then this is as excited as you can be. I would like the full range of experience, please. Similarly, in our legs, we're shuffling along. Okay, here I go to work. Or do we want to be able to move and to dance and to skip rope and to find a little bit that as we build this buoyancy in our feet and in our joints and in our body and we shake ourselves out, that means this changes. That means I'm here and I'm standing and I have something to say and I'm easy on my feet and I can shift and I don't need a new hip. So removing body blocks is the ability for us to come fully into this good being that we've been given, bones and blood, and it requires movement. And so as we move, and we've been in these little linear things, and we may have been tight in our backs or we may have been tight in our legs, all of that's going to come to the surface, which is fantastic. So we're just going to keep moving it through, keep making adjustments. I'll make a lot of modifications today. That said, let's sit down, let's tune in. Palms together, heart high. I want to be dancing when I'm 82, 92, 102. I don't know. You better be dancing. You better be able to keep up with me. Adam's covering his head. Disaster pants. Martha at 92 years old. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo. I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. May I age. What if we leaned into it because we knew what we were doing and we knew how to take care of our physical selves, and aging wasn't frightening. Om Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, everything willing and concerned and confused and able. Outside and in, 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Let's begin. So your playlist starts Ad Gure Nami. And we start right there. Come to hands and knees. Goes over your ear and into your ear. Hands and knees. Tuck your chin, drop your head, knees on the blanket, toes on the floor. A little wag of the tail, side to good side. Wag of the tail, side to side. Tuck of the chin more, spread your upper back. And then from the base of your seat, roll through the spine. Inhale as you open and exhale as you round. Coming into your spine, coming into your breath. And we start right here in this central axis of our body. Inhale, open, exhale, round. Let your eyes close. Let it be slow and smooth if you choose, or let it become a little bit swift. And then turn your left thumb forward and try to pull your hands apart lightly. Round and release. You may work right there, clearing through the left palm and shoulder, or turn your left fingers one more time. So your left fingers point towards your left knee, your right fingers point forward. If you're new to it, your hands look like this on the mat, right? If they don't turn all the way, just turn your left hand halfway. Because you can begin to feel through the hand, the forearm, the eye of your elbow, the collarbone, opening one side a little more than the other. And as we get stronger, we have a little bit more alacrity, right? We're looking forward to it rather than like, oh God, we got to get that out of us. Nobody needs that reluctance in their body. Left fingers turn forward. Right thumb turns forward. Right fingers turn right. Your hands are perpendicular. And you try to pull your hands apart, and this starts to open the upper back. Space right behind your heart, the base of the neck. Keep that, or turn your right fingers right once again. Right fingers turning back. Finding the very pads of your fingers, and your fingers are spread with elegance, symmetry, right? We're balancing ourselves out all the way from our fingertips and through the shoulder and the collarbones, down the back. A little bit of heat. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Fingers point forward. Child's pose, let it out. Drum your fingers to relieve your wrists. Wag your tail. Then make tight fists, open and close. Rising up, hands and knees. Turn your toes to the left so that you're facing either way, facing the side of your mat, but your knees are on your blanket. And you step your heel towards the front of your mat, right in the midline, and you begin to bend that knee. So support yourself. As you bend your knee, you take your knee towards the pinky toe. And as you come upright, you send your hip a little bit forward. So when you bend your knee, your hip wants to collapse. See if you can keep your hip coming forward and bend your knee at the same time. So we're opening through the pelvis, we're deepening the crease of the hip, go gently. And as you're ready, hand or elbow to thigh, right hand comes up. Now bend your elbow to your ribs, up and over, and bring it down. So that you're opening from your knee, through your hip, through your shoulders, through your fingers. Up and out, one more. And now keeping your arm beside your ear, just a little forward and back. From your kneecap to your kneecap. Make space in the side rib, make breath, and then pause. Changing sides, left knee down, right foot flat. And you make the crease. Starting out, foot flat, toes point directly to the back of your mat. As you bend your knee goes right. Back toes are tucked under. And as you come up, you press into those tucked under toes and you send your left hip forward. So that you're starting to open through the pelvis. One more. And then keeping your elbow, your hand to your thigh, take your left hand overhead, elbow to rib. And take this opening from your knee, through your rib, through your shoulder, all the way to your fingertip. Good. And as you keep your left hand overhead, a little forward and back, kneecap to kneecap, stay. And just let that whole line flush out. Two hands down, downward facing dog. Just tuck your toes, step it back, and pause long. Feel a little more breath higher up in the back, a little more length in the legs, knees may be soft. And you step your right foot outside of your right hand, heel on the mat, toe off the mat, and your left hand on the block on the left side of the mat. So that your right hand can make a great circle. Back knee is on the floor. So right knee is bending and rising. And you're allowing your hip and your leg to help accentuate and explore this circle through the body. Yeah. Beautiful. Good work. Use your back toes to help you come forward and back. That's the plan. Yeah. And then your right arm stays beside your ear as you pause again. Left hand to press down to turn the ribs. Bend in the right knee so that you lengthen from your navel to your hips. And you lengthen from your heart to your throat. Little upward facing dog, reach it all the way into your fingertips. And then your right hand comes down and you change sides. Step back, press it out, right hand, right heel. And the left foot steps outside of the left hand. Right knee onto the floor, right hand on the block outside. And you begin to circle all the way up and around. All the way up and around. Inhaling, opening, exhaling, revolving. Here we go. And with the left knee bent, stay, left arm beside your ear, and the right hand to press down, revolving left rib over right rib. Using your left heel to pull your hips a little forward, drawing your heart a little back, looking up out the underside of your eyebrows. Lengthen the back of your neck, lengthen your gaze into the room. And then the left hand comes down and facing dog. Stepping your left foot back, left hand down, left hip high, left heel down. The back body starts to change. The arms are long. Legs are long. Good. Knees down. And build your cross-legged seat, just folding your blanket in half one more time. Using the creases and the openings of our warm-up, we come right into the Kriya. And if you are on the playlist, just back your song up and start Morpho from the beginning. If you're just joining, that is Morpho on the playlist. Just tap it, take it back. So that you have a good, steady seat. Can be done in a chair, no rounding, or it will be really challenging through the shoulders. Hands up, palms face each other, and begin a circle. The circle is clockwise, according to the possibility that you were seated on the clock. So ahead is 12, behind is 6, right is 3, left is 9. Go clockwise around that circle. Good. Your seat stays steady. And your chest can open and your shoulders can open. Now, at any time, rather than living with strain or distress and have that build and build and build in your body, shake it out and then keep coming back up. Out of power?
Yeah.
Okay. From your seat, root down. By rooting down, the heart can come up. Long, smooth breathing, and close your eyes. And the breath out is really what's carrying away the residue of tension and pattern in your shoulders. As you become familiar with this, get a little quicker, a little lighter. It's the shoulders, across the chest, across the back. Anchor your low belly, your low abdomen, navel to spine, moving from there as you can. Eyes closed, heart high, chin lightly in, sitting down to rise up. What has to change in the position of your head, perhaps, to relieve the tension in your shoulders? What has to change in the description internally so that there is more ease here? Take your time, find your pace, or let it get quick and light. Stabilizing your seat right from your navel. Long, deep breathing, soft through the neck. Again, shake out your arms, your hands, your jaw as needed. How can it be lighter? How can it be easier in any way? What do we change to become easier? 3, 2, hands high. Inhale, add 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, reaching tall. And then elbows, breath. It all comes down, hands on thighs. Be still, be tall. Let the circulation from the base of the skull to the tops of the shoulders to the tips of the fingers. Feel that more clearly. Tall through the spine, strong through the back. Our bodies are very strong, and our patterns are very deep. And so changing those takes time and it takes effort. Let it through. Turn your chin, shake it out, and then rebuild your cross-legged seat if you choose. Your block goes in front of you. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. So with your legs crossed, your heels are up in front under your knees. If cross-legged knees doesn't work, kick your legs out so that you can fold and rise with a flat back, right? Jordan, if that gets your back, I want you to try it without crossing your legs. Hands on the block, rise up, hands on shoulders, inhale up, exhale to fold. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Part of the crossing of the legs here is creating that crease in the hips. So it's on purpose, but we want to be careful and be ready. So if your outer hips are very, very tight, legs can always go out. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Now you may work there, a great place if you need support through the low back, or begin to keep your hands high and go a little bit forward. Inhaling up and then exhaling. Now it's morning and I want you to be careful. And as there's space and as there's strength, you fold all the way to the floor. Eventually, classically, the hands and the head to the floor. But if that's not appropriate, then classically and traditionally, you're going to injure yourself. So I want you to move in a way that's steady and stable. Anchor into the low abdomen as you fold. Catch yourself with your navel to your spine. All the way out from the mid back to the mid fingers. Pressing your feet into the floor. For 3. And for 2. Good. And for 1. And sitting tall, hands down. Using our own body weight to build the hinge of our hips and the strength of our back so that when you go to put on your shoes, so that when you go to pick up your groceries, that you are capable and functional. It's a very direct practice. Set your block and blanket aside. A soft dog, so knees are bent, hands and feet a little bit closer, palms flat, knees bent, keep it soft. And just rock onto the balls of your feet, let your heels rise, and then drop your feet, bend your knees, and lift your fingertips. So rocking forward, lift your heels, rocking back, lift your fingers, and your fingers gather as though you were picking up a Cheerio off the floor. You rock forward and you rock back, and as you rock forward, you might find a little bit of a hop, and a little bit of a hop. And maybe at first it's an inch. Awesome. Awesome. Bend your knees, drop your seat. Yeah, man. Just for 3, just a little one. Just getting off of the floor. That levity, that little hop. 1 more. Walk yourself up your body. And sweep wide. And the way you came up is the way you go down. Bend your knees, hands wide, hinge at the hips and down. Or hands up the backs of your legs. So Jordan, when you're folding here, bend your knees, take your tail back. Inhale up. Anybody with low back tension, you're sitting it down and you're lifting it up. Again, traditionally, Brooke, hands high, folding and rising. That motion is not wise if you are not ready. So a bend in the knees, hands up the backs of the legs, all of these modifications to keep you safe and go swiftly, loose through the arms, strong through the legs as you can. Again, bend the knees if you have any tension in the low back. For 2. And hands down, standing tall, palms face forward. Weight in your heels, toes are long, heart is high, and the heart is strong. Just be still. Long, smooth breathing. No drama in the next 4 minutes. No drama. Shake out your feet, hands up hips. Little tap, 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 tap. As you tap, I would suggest a little bounce in your legs. So if jumping jacks are too much, if the jump cross is too much, you're going to stay right here, but you're working to find that little bit of a bump, bump, or jump across. And you're staying the balls of your feet. Good. Seeing if you can to cross your feet. Knees are light, feet are light. You're really building the strength of your feet, the arch of your foot. And in our shoes, our feet are so supported, we don't build this muscle. And so we translate the jarring to our knees and to our hips instead of having strong feet. So we'll do 3, 2, and then just tap it out. Tap, tap, tap. Shake it out. Shaking is a time-tested, many cultural, get it through you sort of practice, right? So go for the disorder, the coming apart, and then the order. And we return. And maybe in the disorder, you can get out the dislike. Feel the balls of your feet. That's your first point of suspension. Our hips aren't designed for suspension. It's our feet and our knees. Ready? Shake it out. Shake it out. Truck around your mat. Hands high. Cross. Oh. You may continue right here, steady on, or shake it out and shake it out and shake it out. Go where you need to go. And when you're ready, you come back in 30 seconds now. That you are moving into new territory, right? That's the unfamiliar, that's the discomfort. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall, hands on body. Feel. Everything we've carried, let there be some upheaval on purpose. Is there any point in your world where you go and you flush out the frustration of the day? If not, is it any wonder that we bicker with one another? So deeply breathe. Let the momentum of your blood right now move through you and dislodge discontent. Breathe in deeply, feel your circumstance, and breathe out. And there'll be a clarity. Down to your seat. Make fists the height of your shoulders. One forward, the other forward. X, 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 X. Same thing, just like our jacks. X, 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 X. This time right now is not easy for anyone in any circumstance, and is all that dis-ease simply landing and calcifying into your body. Get it out of your back, out of your breath. Close your eyes, 20 seconds. X, 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 X. Give yourself permission to move. Give yourself permission to change the current you've set in place. 3, 2, bring your hands up high, inhale, chin up, 3 sips, heart up, chin in, rise, and release. Hands to thighs, eyes closed, be still. Satnam, I am this. This courageous dismantling towards light, I am this. We become unafraid to untie what we've put in place, to undo, to burn away, so we can find what's needed, what's next. Stay steady, stay still. Don't fidget, don't flinch. Come down onto your back. Right into it today. So the knees to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders. Reach your hands forward. Find a whisper of ha. Keep the breath. Close your mouth. Out the nose. Work there. Or extend your legs slowly to the place that you can sustain. Heels almost off the floor as the full pose. And we go. Act. If your low back is popping up off the floor, bend your knees more. Anchor the backs of your hips and extend your legs. Tuck your chin, reach into your fingers. Stay. 40 seconds right here. Anybody on their cycle, anybody pregnant, you're going to have a long, deep breath. Legs are strong, body strong, but shoulders, hands, and face are open. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Bend your knees, hold your shins, drop your head and shoulders. Breath into your abdomen. Roll yourself forward and back. Roll yourself forward and back. If rolling through the spine isn't possible, you round, holding the shins and sit tall. Round and hold the shins and sit tall. If you choose, cross your ankles, hold your shins, rolling up to a better seat, chest forward, roll back. If you are a lotus practitioner or a half lotus practitioner, set yourself up, putting your foot on the top of your thigh. All the way through the spine. Again, as we age, we want our spine to be pliable and possible. And so we move through it. 3. 2. And sitting tall. Eyes closed, body quiet, just feel and be still. Hands and knees. Hands out long. Child's pose. Set it back. Gather your breath into your abdomen. As you rise to hands and knees, circle through the hips. Close your eyes. Any adjustments you need, knees a little wider. And then perhaps a circle through the shoulders, a figure of 8. The head follows. Let yourself start to explore the circularity of your joints, the rise and fall. You may move in any direction at all. Where is it needed? Where is it caught? Where is it tight? And if this free-form sort of movement is unsettling, just start small and begin a listening. Where is it better? Where is it caught? Give yourself permission to explore and permission to move. Give it tenderness. Keep breathing. Anywhere you want to go. Bring it right down the middle to cat-cow 3 times the way we began. Back down the midline. And to child's pose. Set it back and be still. And bring it up. Walk your knees to your wrists, fold yourself back. As you go back, put your palms underneath your hips. Draw your knees to your chest. And then press one leg straight and then the other leg straight. And press, and press, and press. As you push one leg out, draw the other knee back. And that's your exhale, exhale, exhale. Now, if this clicks through your hip, put your heels, press your feet a little bit higher. And then work your way down until you find the edge of where you can work without the click of your hip. Gathering your attention, each extension of your leg is creating a real focus in your low abdomen. The dantian, the center point of all your movement. Right here, bringing yourself back. It is a place of great emotional consolation to be able to hold ourselves from the low belly, allowing our chest to be open. 3, 2, and 1. Feet down, lift your hips, free your hands. Oh. Legs walk out long, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Palms together, reach straight for the ceiling. On your inhale, hands open. On your exhale, palms together. Inhale, open, X to press. Firm your legs. Firm your navel. Gather, coalesce the energy you have initiated and bring it up into the chest. Eyes closed, steady breath. And then hands down.
Relaxing your legs, arms wide, spill onto the floor. Let all the tension out of your abdomen. Let all the tension out of your pelvis, your diaphragm, your low body. Giving yourself encouragement to come undone. Any adjustment, make it now. Perhaps bringing your hands a little closer to your body. Shake out your feet side to side, your knees up and down. If you need to, a blanket over you. The body completely at rest. Letting your awareness explore the room you're in, the sounds you may find there. Feeling the surface of your body, how the rise and fall of your breath meets your clothes. Feel the weight of your heels on the floor and let them be heavy. Feel the weight of your hips on the floor. Let them be heavy. Feel the weight of the backs of your hands, the backs of your shoulders, and the back of your head. Let them be heavy on the floor. Begin to change holding on to become held. Let your breathing rest in your abdomen, soft and smooth. Noticing this radiant silence that you've made. Letting your attention rest in the soles of your feet, and with your attention is warmth and light and tingling through the soles of your feet and up between your toes and over your feet. Feel your ankles. Let your left ankle be a point of light and your right ankle a point of light. Body effortless. Slide your awareness up your shins and your calves to your knees, points of light. Feel the inhalation in the space of your chest. See if you can similarly feel a space in your knees on your inhalation. Your attention up your thighs to your hips. Left hip, a point of light. Right hip, a point of light. Feel the space of your inhalation in your hips. Feel the bowl of your pelvis. Soften your abdomen. The body at complete ease. Feel the center of the chest, and there a point of light. Left chest, a point of light. Right chest, a point of light. Body effortless. The base of the throat, a point of light. Right shoulder, point of light, body effortless. Right elbow, right wrist, right palm, points of light. The tip of your right thumb, a point of light. The tip of your right first finger, tip of your right middle finger, tip of your right ring finger, tip of your right pinky finger, points of light, body at ease. Right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, points of light, body effortless. Base of the throat, point of light. Left shoulder, a point of light, body open. Left elbow, left wrist, left palm, effortless. The tip of your left thumb, a point of light. The tip of your left first finger, tip of your left middle finger, tip of your left ring finger, tip of your left pinky finger, points of light, body open. Left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, points of light. The base of the throat, a point of light. The base of your skull, the back of your head, the crown of your head, the center of your forehead, points of light, body at ease. Left eye, right eye, length of your nose, upper lip, lower jaw, base of the throat, points of light. And like a great constellation, keep these points of light and release everything in between. All these points of light, release everything in between. Without moving your face, feel the sensation of a smile. Without moving your face, feel the sensation of a smile through your eyes and your lips. Feel it into your chest, into your heart. May it be circulated through your body. And as you deepen your breathing, bring that sensation of a smile into your lungs, into your blood. Take your hands overhead and slowly return Draw your right knee into your chest and interlace your fingers over your shin and bring it close. Stay soft. Firm your left leg, flexing the foot, stand in the center of the heel. Open the back of your left knee. Flex your right foot, take your left hand overhead. Stand in the left heel. Be tall, be long. Open. Bend your left knee, foot flat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Put your right hand on your right thigh. Left hand is still overhead. And press your right thigh away, a little bit side to side. And use that to draw your breath deep down in your abdomen. And then draw your left thigh in. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh or over your left shin. Tighter isn't necessarily better here. Press your right knee away and press your left thigh away so that your arms straighten and they open the back of your neck. A little bit side to side. Press your right knee away, flex and point your toes. Press your knees away, flex and point your toes. Open the midline of your back body. Right? And release your right leg out long. Keep your fingers over your left shin. Stand in your right heel. Roll your ankles open and close your toes, and then firm the right side. Open the back of your right knee, the front of the hip, and the right hand up. Open. Stand. That these lines of the body are clearer now. And with them, the breath flows a little bit larger, juicier, fuller. Bend your right knee, right foot flat. Cross your left ankle over your right knee, and your left hand on your left thigh, press away. Drop your breath down into the pelvis. Right hand stays overhead. Draw your right thigh in, interlace your fingers behind the thigh or over the shin without constraining yourself. And then the left knee, press away. Press your right shin or thigh into your hands, arms straight, open the back of your neck. Left knee away, point and flex your feet. Point and flex both feet. And as you press your thigh and your shin into your hands, open the midline of your back body. Press your left knee away, your left hip away. And then the left leg long, shake it out. Build tree. So the sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, as you can. It may go to your calf, that's fine. Right hand on your right thigh. Roll your right thigh open. Right hand on your right thigh. Left hand on your left ribs. So palms are flat. Now roll the center line of your front body open. Left ribs toward the floor. Right thigh toward the floor. Stand in your left heel. Press into your feet. This is tree. Left hand overhead. Go. Change the legs. Right leg straight. Left heel comes in. Left sole of foot to the inner thigh. Left hand to your left thigh. Right hand to your right rib. Roll your rib to the floor and your thigh to the floor. Firm your standing leg. Tree. Open the midline. Right hand overhead. Tree. All of it. Stand in your feet. And knees to your chest. We return, we conclude in tree, balancing the body one side at a time, anchoring our attention, roll forward and back, and bring yourself up to stand. Shake out your feet, standing tall, take your time. It will be a big change to arrive standing tall. Beauty. Left foot flat, right knee to the chest, interlace your fingers, stand tall. Left heel down, left hand high.
Press the left heel down, open the left hip. Set it down, stand tall, pause, no hurry, no rush. If you're not where I am, be where you are. Right heel down. Left knee high. Interlace your fingers just like you did on your back. Right heel down. Right hand high. Just find it, tune in, open it, front and back body. Take your time and set it down. Gaze on one point to build tree. So you may simply put the heel of your right foot to your left ankle, great tree, or to your calf, great tree, or bringing it up the sole of your foot, as long as your foot is pressing against the left thigh, right hand, right thigh, left hand, left ribs. Pause. Open that line. Perfect. Left hand. Right hand. Take your time. Stand in your feet. 3. Beautiful. Release the fear from your body. The tension. And set it down to change. Stand without fear. Stand without tension. Left heel to your right ankle, or to your calf, or to your thigh. Hands on the body, ribs and thigh. Use your hands, send your knee back and your ribs back, open. Land in your heel. Right hand. Left hand. Take the tension out of your breath, stand in your feet. Take the fear out of your face and your hands. Left foot down. Shake it down. So that shaking, that last moment, palms together, out the feet, fingertips across the brow, across the temples, down the jaw, crown of the head. Catch hold of your ears, tops of the ears, pull up, sides of the ears, pull back, lobes of the ears down, sides back, top up, one more. Little pads, little taps, back of the head, back of the neck, make flat fists. And with one hand, go down the arm, up the back, down the ribs, around the chest. Other side, flat fist, down the arms, over the shoulders and around the chest. Around the abdomen, inner thighs, inner calves, outer legs, backs of legs. Don't miss it. Even if it seems totally wacky and weird to you, backs of the legs, get your money's worth. Up the pelvis. Palms together. Last moment. Shake it out. And inhale up. Palms together, bring it in. Inhale. From disorder, make order. And breathe in. From disorder, trust there is an inherent order. And breathe up. Palms together. Thumbs to the heart. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand. In success, abundance, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Thumbs to the forehead, center, 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam, inhale. Satnam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Have a wonderful Sunday. No Dharma talk today. We'll talk next Sunday. If you are interested, on Friday, May 29th, there's a workshop, but you need a ball. So we need you to order the ball now so that there's enough time for the ball to arrive by May 29th. It's a 9-inch fitness ball. The link to it is in the newsletter. The link to it is on the website. If you go under how to and you scroll all the way down, here's the link to the ball. And if you're interested, it's coming from a book called The Power Source. There's a link to the book too. And what we'll do is we'll have about an hour. And so the first half of the hour will be on the ball. And what we're doing, just so that you know what we're up to, is in April, it became fairly apparent from people's questions, a lot of questions about Mula Bandha, a lot of questions about base body energy. So we'll be seated on the ball in different ways. What happens is it's difficult for us to access Mula Bandha, and we think it's because we're not strong enough. And really, this base body energy can be so congested and held that we can't actually let go to re-engage when we choose. And so we'll move in different ways, and the surface area of this soft ball will begin to create release all through the backs of the legs, through the backs of the hips, the insertion of the hamstrings into the pelvis, across the front of the hip flexors. It's an extraordinary thing. I did it with Adam last night, who's had a lot of injury and tension through the hips, and really found better sleep, better mobility, headed out to bike today. So order this. We'll also use it in June, and we'll come up into the chest and into the throat. If you're interested, there is an RSVP. Helps me to know how many people we've got going on. So on the website, you'll see May Workshop RSVP, and I can't wait to hear from you. May 29th is a Friday, and it's at 6:30. And I put it there so that you can replay the workshop at any point during the weekend. If you want to play the workshop instead of this class, then you've got it. You get the link, and you'll be able to play at any time. Just because I know we all have a different schedule, and getting online sometimes isn't easy. So this is available for all of us. I will see you there, and I will see you soon. Sat Nam.